Hey there guys, welcome to my first ever Let's Play of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. If you were wondering how to pronounce my name, it is pronounced Josh Siwasepl. Yes, Siwasepl, that's how you pronounce it. I'm brand new, if you haven't already guessed. But, you know, like I already said, we're gonna play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Let's get started.
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
The one with the coin?
Don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
I'm gonna try not to, talk much over the cutscenes. I may have a little bit thing to say, here and there, but
Hey, Bentley,
I'm not gonna talk
I'm
too much
seeing
over them in
things.
case people haven't
Must be
seen them.
vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master Raccoon
You
thieves are
just
able to
remember,
sense
you are a
fleeting
collector
opportunities
if you have collected
to manifest
one coin.
themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
It's interesting that, I can just press circle into a master thief move when this game is, if you don't know, is about getting the pages of the Thievius Raccoonus, his legacy, which they're gonna say in a second here. But it's just funny that, he wants to become a master thief by using the tricks he learns in the Thievius Raccoonus. So if he doesn't have it yet, how can he use master thief moves? I mean, he didn't really have anyone teach him. They'll explain that. I don't want to go into too much because they talk about it. But you'll see.
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector
I love when I get to do these little bits in Sly Cooper, because sometimes if you're quick enough, you can actually enter in the wrong code and they will still unlock the safe for you. I want to see if I can do it. You got to be kind of quick about it. I think they actually fixed this in the... Yeah, they fixed it, I think. I'm going to try it on all the saves, just, to be sure, because I want that to happen. But I think they fixed it in the HD collection.
And head through the parking lot. We'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Every building you have to make a quick escape from has a fire escape. I'm pretty sure that is just a rule of thumb in any thief movie or game.
You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave
He looks very shiny, doesn't he?
Reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my...
He stole a Firestone? What, are you gonna evolve one of your Pokemon, Sly?
You think?
Firestones
This
aren't that
pistol
hard to come by.
packs
You don't need to
paralyzes
steal
hope.
them.
You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Okay, now this gets kind of old after a while, because this is what, whenever you run into Carmelita, she always does this through all the games. And like, if you're like me and sometimes play all the Sly Cooper games in order on a nice little binge and purge there, that gets kind of boring because every game she does that. They try and mix it up some. in the games, but
Once again,
they
my
pretty
gang
much
and I
stick
had given
with that
Inspector Carmelita Fox the
layout.
slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
For a game that, you know, kind of has a cartoony vibe, it has a dark premise. You know, Sly's father getting killed and then he being orphaned. I mean, that's just really dark.
I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X
You gotta select things in this game, otherwise you'll never get anywhere.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. Okay, I may actually have this episode run a bit longer than I normally plan to have them, because I plan to have them, you know, somewhere around 13 to 15 minutes apiece. But this one may run a bit longer because there seems to be a lot of cutscenes, you know, since it is the start of the game. And, you know, it's my first episode, so let's just celebrate it a bit, you know? That is a nasty looking gate. That gate looks like it eats its own snot. And that's disgusting.
You can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
See, this is what I'm talking about. If I'm a master thief already, how can I only climb on certain objects?
You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Oh, that's right. You can actually move them during those little cutscenes. You can move the characters around with the joysticks. I am going to be 100%ing this, because this is a game I'm very good at. I hope that will get shown. I want to say that, and then I just end up screwing up on everything. So essentially, 100%ing, I'm going to get all the clue bottles, get all the, you know, rewards for all the safes in each level. And, you know, if you didn't get that already. Okay. There's the clue bottle. Why doesn't he see me coming? if his private signs, you know, his private signs, have little like cameras on them that watch for movement, you think he would be able to see me at that point. You know, or at least the guards that, you know, see me right before I kill them could, you know, alert them to my presence. And be like, hey, there's some suspicious raccoon prowling the grounds here. You know, maybe you should watch out for that. Let Riley know.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step.
What searchlights? The ones that are really, really tall and have light shining at them? Don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress.
Yeah, and how did no one notice those signal repeaters landing on the island right behind him? I mean, that's 5 feet away from him. No, I didn't want to do that! How did that not see me? Break. See, look how far back he saw me. He had plenty of time to alert them to my presence. It's all a big conspiracy. They want Sly to get in here. They don't like Riley. He doesn't pay them enough. Unfair wages. Less than minimum wage. That's what they get paid. I mean, look at that. He's welding a gate that's already together.
You know, that
I guess they do get paid fairly if all they do is just, you know, fix things that aren't even broken. You can move them around.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own
Yes, Sly
hideout
agrees with everything you are saying, Bentley.
But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
Why do they have to be specifically walruses? You think that would be kind of counterproductive for a walrus to be surrounded by fire. And also, what do walruses have to do with frogs? I mean, because Riley is a frog, and the rest of the game, they match up like the little, you know, minions with the type of character the boss is. What do walruses have in common with frogs? Are they like distant cousins twice removed? I remember in the original PS2 release, I had so much trouble with that hook. Not because I was bad at the game, just because for some reason there was a glitch that would not let me grab onto it with my cane, so I couldn't swing over. I got so infuriated with that as a kid. Oh, that's a funny way to die, I suppose. I died falling onto the little cog in midair. Gotcha. No! Did I mention I was good at this game? Because I am. You know, ignore the fact that I've lost 2 lives already, but I swear I'm good at this game. At least I think I am. That's a little detail I like. Each of the levels, and they kept that in the other games. You'll see it if I didn't accidentally, you know, get the coins. But the coins in each of the levels have a symbol based on the boss that's in this level. And they carry that throughout all the games. At least I'm pretty sure. I think they do it in the 4th one, which is Thieves in Time. I think they do it in that one too. And I love the little details of stuff like that in games. And it gives it more personality. You know what I mean? Ha! It's me. You're supposed to be a walrus ninja. Alright, how many bottles do I have? Alright. The rest of them I'm pretty sure are up there on the lighthouses. I just gotta crawl up and get them.
I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
You should be able to crack the code. Wow, these controls are awkward for some reason. If you can't tell, when you are crawling, if you press forward, he crawls wherever he's looking. But you have to crawl backwards, and when he turns around, you would think it stays the same, but it doesn't. He will crawl backwards, and then he'll crawl back forwards, even if you're pressing the same direction, if that makes any sense. And right there, halfway through, he changes. So all of a sudden, if you press backwards, he goes backwards and forwards and forwards. If that makes any sense. Alright, I think this is the explosive hat, if I remember correctly. Alright, I'm gonna try that again with, because you gotta be quick. Oh, no. Dang it. If you're quick enough, if you hold down the scroll, to scroll the wheel, you will go past the number, and it will still open the save. So it would have read like 793 and still open the save. Little amusements in the game. You get these different abilities throughout. I probably won't use a lot of them in my playthrough, just because some of them are quite useless, to be honest. The dive can be useful in certain situations, but the only ones that are really useful, in my opinion, are like the hat bomb and the slowing the speed and the invisibility. But the invisibility doesn't come into play really until the 4th boss levels, I think. So you don't really get to use it too much when you do that. But it's still one of the most useful powers in the entire game.
If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea.
It's a flying fish. I just realized that.
Why?
But he's a frog. Why is he in a flying fish? See, this doesn't make sense. You think it'd be like a tadpole or something. A flying tadpole.
You'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure cubes.
I feel like that power generator could electrocute someone as well if they're not careful.
So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you.
Sly is really cocky. When you get to the impossible part.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Such a downer, Bentley. Sly doesn't die. Except for those 2 times that I accidentally died. But that was completely a fluke.
You found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
As he just said, any damage. Even if you fall off. So, if I had had that, I would have been fine. Which one is it? Into the machine. Don't want to do that one yet. I always like to do this one first. Throughout the game. Every time I play it. Just because I enjoy this one. High class heist. Now when I talked about 100%ing, I'm probably not going to do like the little time trial stuff. If I remember, I'm pretty sure there are the little hourglass on the end there.
Jackpot, Sly.
Although that may just be all the treasure. I don't know. I don't think so. See,
And you know what that means.
I know this game, I promise. I know this game.
You're gonna have to be extra sneaky
But
to get the treasure key
I'm just
here.
getting all the clue bottles and saves and beating the game. That's all I'm gonna do. If there are time trials, which I'm pretty sure there are, I'm not gonna do them. Maybe a bonus thing, but probably not. See, this is one of the reasons why I like the level, is because of these things here. I think there are 3 of them in this level, and it's just fun to avoid them. I've always had a fun jumping over things in video games to avoid them in platformers, like when you avoid the fire bars in Mario. I just really enjoy that. And so anytime there's a puzzle where you have to jump over lasers and stuff, I just take a whole lot more fun out of it than I would think most people do. But you don't want to destroy this safe. Not immediately, because then you'd be kind of out of luck. You couldn't reach these clue bottles after that. So keep that safe if you're going to play this game and you don't know how to get up there. Because if you do, you're not going to be able to get up there. Stash is too high to jump. Kind of stuttered there a bit. Ow. Okay, I had the horseshoe on me. I'm glad about that. See, again, like this part and jumping over the lasers to get to places, it's just, I find it so much more fun than a lot of other segments of platformers. And I think it's mainly about the timing. I've always had something about timing in video games. And because it just seems like it's like the perfect way to test your reflexes. I mean, obviously with the timing, but you just walk into bottles and destroy them. Gotcha. Oh! Almost died there. Well, I would have gotten shot. Well, maybe I'll show you what happens when I reach the end there. Oh! Dive? No. I forget, there we go, 26 of 30. Okay, I was trying to check how to find out how many bottles I have, but I couldn't remember where the menu for that was. When I reach the end here, I'll show you what happens when you get caught up. Well, I didn't need to show you. It happened anyway. When you get caught in the lights will turn red, and then if you step in them again, they'll shoot you repeatedly. So, you know, be careful. They will kill you, as bullets often do. And water. Water is dangerous. Especially to raccoons. Do raccoons swim in real life? Are they just not very good swimmers? Or is that just like a platformer thing where, you know, they just wanted to keep something from you and give you an extra power up? Because I feel like raccoons would, you know, kind of be good swimmers if they're good for like digging through trash and stuff. I feel like, you know, they would be able to be like doggy paddle or something. I don't know. I just really feel like that was something they just were like, hey, let's kind of keep him from doing this, so, you know, we have an extra power up.
Dial in 436.
436. And that's not the way to 3. Well, it is the way to 3 if you went all the way to 3. Dang it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they patched that, or fixed it. They wouldn't have patched it, they fixed it in the HD collection for Sly Cooper. Which, if you couldn't tell already, that's what I'm playing on, is the HD collection. I mean, you know, there were plenty of hints, it being in HD, there are trophies, but it's a lot of fun. So if you haven't, get Sly Cooper. You know? Because it's fun. If you enjoy platformers, you'll enjoy it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, you know, I'm not a sellout. Yeah, totally not. But hopefully I can convince... Did I die? I died! Oh. I'm good at this game. Wait, did I keep the treasure? Do I still have the treasure? Oh, I might have to... I'm gonna have to check to see if I still have the safe treasure. Yeah, crap. Well, that's what I get, I suppose, for claiming I'm good. Dang, it caught me again. Can't see from here. Alright, I'm gonna go back and check to see if I got the safe, if it's still there or not, because I can't remember if it saves it or not. So I'll be right back. You know, I didn't think about it when I was making my way over here. I could have just switched the powers to see if it saved, because we get the roll from that one. that one makes you move a bit faster, you know, when rolling. So I could have just checked that. You would think, when I start the videos pretty much saying that I'm good at the game, I've played it many times, I would remember stuff like this. But no. Just gotta all come back and bite me. Well, I think this video has been running a bit long. We got a second key. We're 6% done with the game. Plenty more to go through. But for me, I'm going to head on to the next episode. And I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching my first video, guys.